Hey everyone, I am Sohail. In this video, I will show you a simple n8n automation that scrapes competitor Instagram data, analyze the latest reel with AI, and save that research in Google Sheet and send you an email summary automatically. You will find all the resources I have used in this video in my Skool community or a free blog post I have linked in the description. Let's get started. So, firstly, I will give you an overview of the system itself. So, whenever you hit the execute button, you can change it to like a trigger that will run each week and analyze your competition. It will get your competition from a Google Sheet. Again, you can find this Google Sheet in the description and copy the template. It's available on the free blog as well as in my Skool community. Here I have mentioned few of my competition. Now it will get the data for this particular competition. Then it will get data using Apify. Apify is a data scraper, and it's the best data scraper there is. You get multiple option of scraping from LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram. So it's a good service to have in your arsenal of automation. Then Apify will get us the data. So once we receive data, what we need to do is to delete old data for analysis. So we will delete the old data, and after deleting the old research data, we are going to update it and we are going to start a new research where we are going to transcribe their real videos and get an analysis of what they have talked about, and we will extract like hooks they have used, the power words they have used in the video itself, and the summary of their video or a reel. And then the AI agent will save everything neatly in a Google Sheet, which will include top reels. So this will be the reels which is performing better than others, along with the transcript hook they have used, summary, and then there will be a competitor reels that will store all the reels analysis. So the top one contains the best 5 and the competitor reel contains everything that the user has posted. Okay, so this is the version 1. So based on your feedback, I'm going to improve it. So do make sure to mention any feedback you have to improve this automation in the comments. I'm always listening and improving my automation. So let's get back. So I have given you an overview of how the system works. Now let's get our hand dirty with the actual setup. So firstly, we are going to set up a new automations, and I'm going to name this as Instagram competition reel analyzer version 1. And based on your feedback, we are going to improve. So we are building in public basically. All right. So first thing first, we need to add a trigger. So when you click here, since you haven't started anything, you get option of multiple triggers. So one, you can use a schedule tickle that will run each week or each day, whatever you want. For now, I will keep the setup simple and use trigger manually. And once that when I click execute workflow, it will call my Google Sheet and it will use this particular sheet, that is Instagram competitor research agent AI with Sohail, and I will get the competitors. Okay, I have fed the information such as the username, or you just have to mention the username, nothing else. I have hyperlinked them, but you don't have to hyperlink. You can simply paste their username. Okay. Then once we have received the data, we are going to filter out the data of by status pending. Okay. We only want the creators who have status of pending. I will close this one. This is from the another video. So I will mark this to this Zell AI has pending. So we are going to use Zell AI as Zeal AI as a reference point in this particular video, because I have run research on Nick and Anderson engineer. So we will do Zeal for this one. Okay. Once we get the pending videos, what we are going to do is loop over them. Okay. So if I hit this one, I will get data of Zil. Okay. But this is the one data point. But to give you a better example, I'm going to use multiple data point. I will set this one also as a pending AI with Ankit, and I go back. I will execute it again. So we got 2 data points. Okay. Now what we are going to do is to get data for this, but both of these Instagram creators. So I will say Apify. Apify, I will use run an actor and get data. Okay. You can see here it is run an actor and get data. From there, we are going to use actor which is named Instagram profile scrapper. Okay, I will drag it here. So this is the name of the scrapper, Instagram profile scrapper. It's from Appify itself. It's the official one. So profile scrapper, we have took it. Now it will need some data from us. So input will be like this: include about section false, and what will the username? Username will be receiving from the previous execution. Okay, get competitor item JSON username. Okay, this one. If I execute this, I should get data in return. Okay, so I'm going to pin a data to continue building so that I don't have to uh, run this actor again and again. So this is the practice you should do whenever you are working on an automation and it requires some complex data. So first, if the automation is big, you split the automation in subflows so that each subflow can have a pin data or a sample data you are performing on, so that you can save lots of credit. Okay, since this is a small to mid type automation, I'm not going to create a subflow. What I will do is click here and pin this data. All right, now the data is being pinged and it won't execute again and again. After I receive the data, what I will do is get old data. Okay, because I don't want to clutter my Google Sheet with the continuous new data points. Okay, or another suggestion I should give you is you can use the Instagram Reel ID to update the videos. Okay, summary of the videos. That will be a better approach. Or if the reel is already in the data set, like I will show you, it's better to visualize stuff. So for example, if this particular URL is already in the data set, you will not do the analysis for that particular one. I hope I make sense. So this is what I made after making this particular agent one, but let's save that part for the version 2 where I will explain how you can do that. For now, we will just get all the old data and delete it from our system. For deleting, we need to batch data because we aren't going to delete single item uh, because it will cause a rate limiting from the Google itself. So we are going to batch our data. So if I click here, we won't be getting any data return. Reason, because we don't have a data from AI with Ankit with us, okay, in our reels. So once we get the data, we are going to do few things. That is, if there is any data or not, like we will check we have received our records or not, because in this particular scenario we haven't received any records, and you can find the code I have used in the workflow in the attached file in the Skool community as well as the blog. Okay, so it has written a 0 group count. That means there aren't any batches to delete here. Okay, now I have checked, like there is no groups like greater than or equal to 1. So it is going to false. So what, after we receive false, we are going to merge everything. If we receive any data, we are going to delete it. Simple as that. If we get data, we delete it. If we don't get data, we will continue. Okay. So I'm going to connect this here and I'm going to connect this here to polish it. Okay. So if we receive a data, we transfer it. If we don't receive a data, we are going to merge it, because we don't need any data from this particular deletion. We just want to have a single aggregated result because we want to continue our workflow further. Okay, the delete part is done. And if you go and see aggregate, there is nothing there because we don't want anything from the aggregate itself. Now we are going to update our competitor and mark the data we received actually. All right, so first I will rename this node, and so it will sync up and we will update our data. Okay, let me re-execute the entire thing because the naming has been changed. So once the all data is deleted, I'm going to update the information I received from my Appify. Okay, it is causing me some issue. Let me see why that is. Okay, so this is the data point I want. Okay, this has all the information in it and it is unable to access that particular one. So I will go and click here and see what all data I have available to me. So I need get competitor data. Okay, this is the point I need. Item dot then, okay, this is not showing me anything here. So Let me debug and get back to you what was causing this issue. I think I have found the issue. So I forgot to add a loop node here, because if we directly try to access the get data, we will be not be able to access the right data. So we need to split our data. Like we receive two items, so we need to loop over each item to get the right information. So now if I go back here, you can see we received the data we want. So I will go back to my Google Sheet and see what data is. Okay, it has updated Ankit Arora, name, follower count, following count. Is it the post is he have made so far? Okay, so this is done. And since, okay, let me tell you one more thing is a tip. When you are working with loops, until and unless you have completed the loop, like if I go and connect this back, the loop is completed. Until that is done, it will run a single item. So it's better when you are developing your workflow, you don't want to run the entire loop for each of the item. So you complete the flow for one iteration, and when you feel okay, everything is neat, now I can connect back my loop, and when you execute that loop, it will run for all the items there is. For example, in our scenario there are like two items, so it will run for two items. Okay, now we have updated the data of competitor, like follower count and etc. Now we are going to extract the post he have made so far. So I will click this one, and okay, also let me make sure I pin the data, because it is running again and again. So whenever I receive data, I will just pin it. So I have received it, I will just pin this one. Okay, and nope, don't rename anything. We have received 12 posts. This is our 12 latest post, but the automation I made after this particular automation can fetch you the last 4 months, 3 months data. That is for the version 2. For now, we will stick to this one, and do let me know if you are interested in version 2. Just comment V2 and I will drop that video soon. Now, also, just to give you a context, you can easily charge like $500 for this particular automation, because I have literally charged and I have just started out with the automation. And with time, when you have the creditability and more advanced workflow, you can easily charge like 1,000 to or 2,000 for each research agent, because research is time consuming, and if you can automate the research part, you can mint some good money. Okay, now we will filter out the videos. Like there are posts, but post will contain video as well as carousel, text based, image based post and everything. So we need to filter out the type of video here. So video is filtered out. Now we are going to continue and download the files. So all the post Ankit has made is video only. So we are going to download the video, and after each download we are going to wait. Reason why? Because we are going to use OpenAI transcribe tool, and it's better to wait after each iteration and call the API, because if you continuously hit the API, it will go into rate limiting and say, okay, bro, stop, you are hitting too much. Okay, so we have added a wait node that will wait for like 10 seconds before making any request. And once we receive the transcription, what we are going to do is call AI agent. You have to search AI agent and you will get an AI agent, and use that AI agent. And I have configured my agent already. So what you need to do is to go to settings and set retry on fail as 3 times, just a security measure. Okay, this is what I have learned making automation for a long time now. So okay, then you have to give this as a user prompt and a system prompt. You don't have to worry about it, because you can simply copy my workflow in the from the description. And I will go to expression and I will open this pop-up. So this is basically a system prompt that will extract the data I want and give me the data in this particular format. All right, but this is not enough. Okay, we need to set up require in a specific format and then give it a output parser. So this is very handy, because when I started working with like AI SDK, parsing a JSON is like a nightmare. Okay, so I have worked that and this is so much better. You can simply set as return specific output format. You click on this output formatter, and like I will delete it and show you what it does. Okay, you have to select structure output parser, and then you can select whether you want an example, you want to give it an example and the output should match the example, or you want to define a JSON schema. And personally, I do JSON schema because you get more control over what item is mandatory and what is optional. Okay, in this, the like you have, it is not that much flexible. Okay, but it is easy to use, that's why. So I will delete this one and connect my original one, and if I open this, so I'm using JSON schema, and if I open, you can see few things. First is hook. I want hook, and it will be of type string. Then power words, that will be an array of string, maximum 3 and minimum of 0. Again, it will be string, and summary will be a string of maximum character length of 2000. Okay, we'll go back, and I have connected a basically LLM model. So I'm using open router for this particular one. So how you can add it? If you can click plus and search open router. You can use OpenAI itself if you have an OpenAI account, but I personally myself use open router. Reason being, it allows me to use various LLM model from, let's say, OpenAI. If I want to use from Claude, I can use from Claude. I can use from Sonnet, no, not Sonnet, the Perplexity, Quen. That I get various option of using different LLMs in one subscription. And it's credit based. Okay, that's why I use it. Now I will go back and connect my original 4.1 mini node. I personally think 5 is out, uh, but I personally think 4.1 mini works the best till date with parser and generation. And the costing for 4.1 mini and 5 mini is almost the same. So I will stick to my 4.1 mini until I see a improvement in 5. After I receive the data from transcriber, I'm going to basically format it in a certain way. Okay, this is my formatting. And after I format my data, I'm going to again use another AI agent that will act as an analyzer. Okay, I have given it the data and it has to analyze everything, why it worked, etc, etc. So we have added another node, that is real analyzer. What this particular one will does, this will analyze the hook, summary and everything. Like if I click here and zoom in, you can see it will analyze hook, power and summary for the all the video he have made so far. And another one will basically package everything into a data, like all the videos he have made so far, and give it to a AI agent and ask, okay, what is the trend he's making around, like what is his pattern of like everything. Like I will show you example, it will better that way. For example, if we take Nick, so the creator okay, let me zoom in. The creator recent reel consists emphasizing cutting edge AI tools. Okay, so Nick is now focusing on AI tools, not on automation. Primarily focused on automation. Okay, he used to do like workflows earlier, but now he's focusing on the AI tool itself. This is my like in what we say, like pattern I have seen with Nick. Okay, like he's making content around AI tools, primarily focused on automation, content generation, and no code environment, targeting creators, marketers, business owner looking to scale digital production efficiently. Recurring themes are AI powered image generation tool, web development without coding, like using Lovable, marketing automation, and AI browser that enhances productivity through multi application integration. Basically, the tools like uh, Comet from Cursor, like something like that. So, and it has also mentioned what power word he uses, hooks that he uses, everything in a neat format. You can see a summary from another creator as well. Like he focuses, like let me scroll and show you. Okay, let's go here and see. So the creator constantly showcase innovation of an untapped business concept with a strong focus on visual impact, affordability, and easy of implementation, targeting aspiring entrepreneur and small business owner in India. So it's an Indian creator, so it has analyzed the pattern there. So this is what it does. Okay, I will get back and we will start building again. Okay, we will resume it. I'm gonna format everything neatly Now, you see I have kept the error part open here. Reason why is I'm going to receive data and I'm going to divert that data in two way. If it will go there, and if there is an error, we are going to skip this analysis part. Okay. So if you open it, you can see uh, like error reference node does not exist. Reason being, when it execute, you get the data. And if I remove this delete node part, you see it will basically go away. When I run it, it will definitely go away. Okay. So I will connect back my. Also, I have forgot to add one more node, that is a filter sorting node that will basically sort the data based on the view count. It will be descending, view count descending. If I execute it again, you can see. So we have video view like 12,000. It is showing here 12,000. And if I scroll down and see what is the second video view count, it is 19 like 9,000. So the sorting is working right now. I will again format this. If there is an error downloading the video, reason being I have added this part because we get data from the Instagram. This is a pre-signed URL. So if the URL expired, you won't be able to download the video. That's the edge case that happens. That's why I have added a failure. If that happens, not an issue. Continue with your work. Simple as that. After this, I'm going to merge the output from two nodes. Okay. I'm going to use a combine node. Like I will receive input from this one. I will combine here, and I'm going to combine data from my update as well. So I will drag this to this input. Okay. So it will have an analysis of what the creator is focusing on as well as the data of the creator. So it is easy for the automation to update the creator info. Okay. After this, I'm going to set another field. Okay, let me zoom in. What this particular one will does is it will send the real analysis what the creator is focusing on, username and follower, so that it is easier for us to update this sheet afterwards. And we are going to update our analysis as well using Google Sheet and append or update. Okay, we are going to use append or update rows. We are going to match on username, and we will set as status as completed, and real analysis will be the output from our AI agent, that is this particular one. And here we have to connect it with the LLM model, and I will go back and click setting, and I will say retry on fail, just in case. I just like to do that. It has like basically helped me a lot, because sometimes there is some issue with the service, but it works on the second try. So that's why. Now what I'm going to do is to when I receive this data, okay, this will contain data of the videos he have made so far. Or let me execute this part so that you understand what I'm talking about. It will take some time, so I will be back. All right, it is executing, but I came back to explain few more things. Like I have set a limit of 5 videos. You can change it to whatever parameter you want. Like you want to do like 50% of the video, like 10% of the video, or video who get like more than 100K, 12K likes. You can set whatever parameter. This parameter is for the top competitor reels. Okay, I have kept it simple and got the top 5 items, and I will save everything in the top competitor reels, else everything goes into the main set. Okay, I will save this part, format it, and it is still executing, and it will take a while because there are 12 items and transcribing takes time. And I have also added a wait node, so it will take like 5 minutes to run. So the workflow is executed. It has added the videos to top reels, mean reels that will contain all the videos to and top reels, and it has updated our competitor as well. What it has done, the creator. Okay, let me zoom in. The creator recent reel considered around AI transformation potential, entrepreneurial mindset, and practical application of cutting edge AI tools. AI dominant theme. Okay, so it has given us the summary for Zeal. Okay, Zeal AI. And then after setting the final val, which will basically contain the username and the analysis, it will go back, close the loop, and you can see I have removed the pin data here because I have completed my loop. So it's when you completed your loop, you unpin the data because it will cause problem there. Okay, whatever data I get in return, okay, for this is for Zeal, and if I do one, okay, loop branch one, okay, this is for Zeal, and it will compose an email for me, okay, and it will shoot me an email on my email ID. Okay, we will go and check the email now. Right, so it has mailed us the analysis for Zeal AI 3 minutes ago. And if I close this and go back to my Google Sheet, I can see few more videos has been added, and in the main and as well as in the top. And if I go to competitor, it has composed the summary for Zeal as well as for the Ankit. That's it for this automation. You can find all the resources used here in my Skool community or free blog I have linked in the description. I am Sohail and thank you for watching, and I will see you in next one.